and welcome to um, uh, Mayfair's administration meeting. And we wanted to formally congratulate our class of 2021 valedictorian and salutatorian. So we want to give a congratulatory hooray. We'll be introducing each of you individually. First off, we're going to introduce our salutatorian, who is Madison DeWin. Um, is our salutatorian. Congratulations, Madison. Madison has a 4.6 total GPA. And Mr. K, our principal, wanted to ask a few questions of you.
And for both of you, actually, but I'm going to start with our salutatorian. Congratulations, Madison. Job well done. So you get these questions fresh, and then our valedictorian Kevin, you get a little bit of time to think about these questions. But first, congratulations. I'm proud of you. I feel very fortunate to have both of you in our school at Mayfair. You make our school great. And I'm going to ask you the first question, which is, what universities are you planning on attending, or have you decided, or if you've decided, tell me which university you've decided upon.
At the moment, I don't have one singular school that I'd like to attend, but so far I've applied to about 7 UCs and 4 schools within except the common application, and I haven't decided what school I want to go to yet. I haven't heard back from a lot of schools yet. The decisions haven't released yet, but I hope to attend a UC realistically. So.
Okay, so you have a UC. Now, I'm going to dig in here a little bit more. I know that you haven't decided, but if there was a number one choice, which UC would you go to? And I know I'm sticking it to you. You might not know, but give me the one that you would go to if you could get any school that you wanted.
I guess I'll go with UCLA. It's my sister's like she's an alumni. So UCLA.
Okay, and you told us why. That was part of that question, is why would you pick UCLA? Because your sister went to it, and your sister's here, correct?
Yeah, right there.
There you are. Okay, let me ask you the next question. What are your future plans after you finish your university studies? So we want to know everything, like what major you're going into, and what do you want to be after you graduate from your university studies?
Right now, for majority of like the UCs that I applied to, I applied as a STEM major, as a biology major for a vast majority of the universities, or public health, or human physiology. So I'm hoping that after undergraduate studies, I can possibly get into graduate school, i.e. medical school or possibly dentistry, and I would specialize in those fields even further, maybe going into orthodontistry, endodontistry, or even if I go the medical school route, like an orthopedic surgery.
All right. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. K has crooked teeth, so maybe I'll see you one day. In Hawaii, we don't straighten our teeth sometimes. But anyway, that is very cool. I wanted to ask you this next question. This is selfish on my part as a principal. And I take this very seriously. You're one of our top students. You've been here for 7 years.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a serious question. What is the one thing? Because we know, I think Mayfair is a great school. I love Mayfair. But I also know it can improve. So I wanted to ask you, as a valedictorian, is there one thing you would change about Mayfair to make it a better place? What would it be, Madison?
I couldn't exactly pinpoint something. I think that each experience is just pertinent to the student. So I feel like for me in particular, it would maybe be the interactions between the student and the faculty, in terms of the faculty reaching out for students to maybe extend more help in like studying, or maybe more for help outside of the classroom. You know, sometimes I know that the curriculum can be difficult to handle, and it's going to be difficult to balance a lot of those things, especially when you ascend up the ranks. And yeah, maybe just a little bit more interaction, maybe more extension of help. But other than that, like, I really don't think that there's much that is like significant change that's needed.
Madison, that was awesome. That is absolutely the feedback that I wanted, and being sympathetic and empathetic to the struggles of our honor students, but not only our honor students. I think this is applicable to our students at every level. So we will be giving a speech, Madison, to the students at graduation. Just wanted to let you know that I will be contacting you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you this next question, because this will help you in your preparation for the speech. What is the one piece of advice that you would give your classmates as they move on into the next step after graduation?
Oh man, I would actually need other people's advice, not me giving people advice. Let's see.
I didn't mean for this to be so, but just I know there's something in there that would be very useful for other students, your fellow classmates. So I'm all ears.
This is kind of something that I'm pretty sure it's like universally known, and it's easier said than done, but really when you do it, it helps. Not to constantly stress and like toil over the most minute, most unsubstantial, most insignificant things. And I'm talking about whether that means you didn't get into the sport that you wanted, you didn't land the JV spot, you didn't land the varsity spot, you didn't get an A on some stupid test, you didn't get an A in this class, maybe you barely got a B. At the moment, it does seem significant, because it is in retrospect, but in retrospect, it isn't. Because I can tell you that I've made a lot of mistakes over the 7 years that I've been at Mayfair, and I always stressed over the most minuscule things that everyone would tell me, what are you talking about? Why do you care about that? Because I would tell them, oh, it builds up. It says something about my character, about my work ethic, about how I am as a person. But then when I look back at what I did and what I said and what I was stressing about, in reality, it was practically nothing. You need to focus on a larger directive, a bigger objective, rather than focusing on these minute little mistakes, little flubs in the system that in general don't really mean anything.
Madison, thank you. That is great advice for your classmates and also for us adults here in the room too. So that is the end of my questions. Madison, thank you very much for sharing that. Do you have something to say, Jasmine?
Yes, I have one question. Can you please introduce your family members who are here today?
Yeah. Sorry.
Hi.
We should have asked earlier.
And Annette.
And then this is my mom.
Hello.
And then Megan Winwright there is my sister. She's 24.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Next up, we have introducing our Mayfair 2021 valedictorian, Kevin Gomes, 4.7 GPA. Congratulations, Kevin.
All right, Kevin, it's your turn. So let me ask you that first question. I'm excited to hear about you too. What universities are you planning on attending? If you haven't picked one yet, we'd like to hear the list. And then, of course, what is your number one choice and why?
Okay, my top choice would be Berkeley. But otherwise, I would say, in order, UCLA, UC Irvine. Honestly, that's as far as I've thought about it. Yeah.
Why Berkeley?
Well, it's the best engineering school that I could realistically see myself attending. Plus, it's next to Silicon Valley, which is like a prime spot for what I'm going to be
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, I think you've also touched on the next question, which is what are your future plans after finishing at Berkeley? And can you give us what your ultimate ending spot would be after you graduate?
Yeah, so I'm planning on majoring in electrical engineering with a possible minor or double major in computer science, and just want to use it as a way to get into the tech sector, work as a developer of some sort, software or hardware. Yeah, I choose Berkeley because I can easily, or it would be more easy to get internships at tech firms and sort of jumpstart my career, and then right after college, after my graduate, I plan on getting a job on there, possibly, and maybe at the time I get a
Very, very cool, Kevin. I'm sorry, you're cutting in and out, but from what I got, you're majoring in electrical engineering with computer science also, and that you want to work at one of the big tech companies in Silicon Valley.
Right.
And that you picked Berkeley because it is at the heart of technology, definitely not only in California, but in the world. So very cool, very cool. Let me ask you the next question. You've been here a long time, just as 7 years. What is the one thing you would change at Mayfair to make it a better place?
Maybe make the scheduling a bit easy, because that's something that I had some trouble with back in 11th grade. There were 2 classes I wanted to take, and it sort of interfered, and I had to go through the whole process. That was sort of mental for me. So maybe just make it easier for students to make their classes okay.
So I'm sorry, you're going in and out again. So your suggestion is that there were some choices that you wanted, but because of scheduling, you couldn't get it. Is that what you're saying, Kevin? And
yeah.
That is a great suggestion. I'm going to explain this, but the master schedule, which is building the schedule so that the maximum amount of students can get the classes that they want, is one of the major goals. And yes, we know we can do better at that, and we're going to try so that the same problem that happened to you in the 11th grade won't happen to others. So let me ask you the last question. You're going to be giving a speech as our valedictorian. What is one piece of advice you would give your classmates as they move on into the next step of their life after graduation?
I would just say, if you want something, just go for it. Like, just don't think about anything else. Just take the leap. That's really it.
Thank you. I'm writing it down. I'm sorry. That's why there's a pause. If you want something, go for it. Just take the leap. I like that. And you have answered our questions. I appreciate you, Kevin, sharing those thoughts with us. I will be contacting both of you, Kevin and Madison, because we're going to be creating that speech for graduation together. And I'll turn the time back to Jasmine.
And if you could introduce who you're with today as well, Kevin, please.
Yeah, this is my dad right here.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Thank you. I know both of you work very hard to get to this point, and we just want to continue to celebrate you. You may have interviews in the future with the Windjammer and the yearbook staff, so just kind of keep your ears open and your emails. Keep a watch on your emails for those things. I want to kind of close out with. What is your favorite thing about Mayfair? And I'll start with Madison, and then we'll have Kevin answer that as well.
I would definitely say that there's like this sense of community. I know it sounds pretty vague, but I definitely feel it at Mayfair. I mean, there is a lot of school spirit, a lot more than I've seen at other schools. I mean, especially like the ASB and the student body, they're always cheering or doing the chants, especially at football games. And yeah, you feel that sort of communal spirit wherever you go. And especially on days where like there's a football game at Mayfair Stadium, you especially feel it.
Thank you, Madison. How about you, Kevin?
I mean, just adding on to what Madison said, what community, it's a huge place, a lot of great people. I just made some really good, like the best memories of my life over the past 4 years. So yeah, just the community itself.
Awesome. Thank you. And, you know, on that note, we want to make sure that you understand that once a monsoon, always a monsoon. And after you leave us and become famous people and in your fields, please come back and talk to our kids, you know, talk to our families, because that sense of community doesn't end here. If we want to also say congratulations to you and your families, we want to take a quick family picture here so that we can post it on our Instagram post. So Ms. McIntosh is going to take a screenshot of us. And if everyone could put on your best smiles, your soon smiles, and she'll count us down.
Okay, everybody hold. I'm gonna stop counting because I don't want to be counting and taking a picture, but hold for about 5 seconds, all right? Everybody smile. Okay, I got it. And I got it.
Let me do one with this title here. I'm just gonna put this title. I don't. Can you see that in the presentation? Let me just fix this.
We'll do it one more time.
Okay. Does that look okay when you see it? I can't see it.
Yes, it does. So we're gonna go one more time. Everybody smile. Oh wait, let me mute myself.
You're on mute. Still on mute.
I just wanted to see if Mrs. Ozier or Miss Montez wanted to say anything to their students because they've followed them for the last 3 years, and I'm sure they're so proud.
Absolutely. I just want to say how proud I am of Kevin, of all his hard work. I want to say that he's definitely one of my most, what is the word I'm using? Most kind and most respectful students that I have. I just want to say congratulations, Kevin, to you and your family for all of your hard work. Thank you. You make us proud to be Monsoons.
Yeah, and just to go off of that same thing, I got the opportunity to have both of you guys at one point. So I had Kevin in the 10th grade, and now I have Madison here in 12th grade, and super proud of both of you. And I'm so excited for you guys and for your futures. So we're just excited to be here to celebrate. We wish we could be having you guys in person, you know, into our office, but at least this is something to be able to celebrate you guys.
All right, thank you. And I guess I should introduce the staff here, right? I didn't even think about that. So we have Mr. K, he's our principal. Again, I am one of the assistant principals, Mrs. Lane. We have Mrs. Chatterjee, who is our assistant principal.
Congratulations, both of you.
Mr. Espinosa, also an assistant principal.
Congratulations, folks.
And then we have our counselors. You already met Ms. Montez and Mrs. Ozier. I will introduce Ms. Young, one of our high school counselors. And Ms. McIntosh, our 9th grade counselor. And Mrs. Hernandez, our 7th grade counselor. So our other counselor's in a meeting. He wasn't able to make it, but he does send his congratulations. I just want to kind of round out. Thank you guys for attending and taking time out of your day to celebrate with us in a virtual way. Again, we wish we could celebrate in person, but you know, thank you again. We are so proud of your accomplishments. Continue them, and we will see you soon. We'll keep you in the loop with all of our plans coming up. Do you guys have any questions for us while we're here? No?
Hello. Yes.
Hi.
Yes, my name is Cornel Gomez, the father of Kevin. So as far as I know, he tried his best to accomplish his academic in Mayfair, and I'm proud that he studied in a school where the atmosphere, everything was safe, and the teachers gave their best. That's why the students they are so successful. Most of their time they spend in the school out of the 24 hours. So I thank all the teachers from the mid-grade to the high school grade where they helped Kevin to build a career that he liked, and the school had the opportunity, and he took the opportunity too. So, and everybody present here, thank you all for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate those kind words. Anybody else have anything else to say? If not, we will let you go.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats.
I'm going to stop recording here.